Will you marry me? I hear him ask for the second time in 2 days. His face is pale, his eyes are sincere, the eyes of my best friend. And I have my answer, the one word that is about to change everything. Just like the people in church around us, we always talked about our friendship. They doubted that there could be one between a boy and a girl, but we didn't. In the last 2 years, we grew from friends to be best friends to be inseparable. We shared everything we had, which wasn't much, his bicycle and the food from my parents' fridge. In church, we sat next to each other. He took me home on his bicycle. We watched TV together, and when the evening fell, with a packed picnic, we went to the playground on my estate. On the top of a kid's climbing spaceship, no one bothered us. It was ours, come rain or snow. And for hours and hours we talked. Well, mainly I talked. He listened and ate the picnic. As much as I loved talking, he loved food. And we loved being in each other's company. He enjoyed my burning passion on any given subject, and I enjoyed his calmness and wisdom. Of course, we were number 1 on our matchmaking friends list, but this, instead of making us feel uncomfortable with each other, made us honest. So how do you feel about me? Was a very frequent question between us, knowing our friendship can only be this strong and special till we both look at the other the same way. I love you like my own soul. I love you like David loved Jonathan, but not like a man loves a woman. I don't think you're my type. And it was shared. I could not imagine a better man than him, but I was sure there must be one. One for me. We both knew that what we had was special, and we both knew it was not forever. We always hoped that in the future, when we will be married to a different person, somehow the 4 of us will share some sort of friendship. But of course not the same. It was only for now, only for us. I was convinced that once I go to Sheffield, our ties will fade. I was only thankful that they didn't in a way I thought they would. I found myself praying for him every day, that he would find a person who would love and honor him the way he deserved to be loved and cherished. My heart ached in those prayers for losing my friend, but it not stopped me praying them. He deserved the best, and so did I. After a week of being home for Christmas, we celebrated New Year's Eve in church. On a piece of paper, we all wrote down our goals and wishes for 2004. On my lengthy list, the last one was to get engaged. I'm not in a hurry, but the desire to love and be loved reappeared on my horizon. Little did I know what will happen the next day. Well, I'm not sweating this man thing, I said to Aaron on the 1st of January, when we finally could spend some time together. I have a new theory. Every strong and able man of God has the same odds, 50-50. They are either the one or not. I need only one, right? Thank God I don't have to qualify them between 1 to 100%, and that I'm a girl and I don't have to figure these things out from scratch. Now even you got upgraded to 50%, I said to him with a light smile. So how do you feel about me? He pauses. Well, I think for me it's more like a 1 to 99 ratio. His words do sting a bit, but that is okay, not everyone thinks the same way. What do you mean? I ask. I know he doesn't mean to be hurtful, so that is okay. I'm generally interested why I got even 1 on his scale. After you left, I thought that I will move on. It is the order of life, he begins quietly. I knew it will be hard, but I was sure it will get easier every day. Only it didn't. I missed you. Very much. And by each day, instead of missing you less as I was supposed to, I missed you more. I did not realize it at first, but after a while I knew I cannot fool myself. Hold on, Aaron, I interrupted him, my ears burning, my head spinning from confusion. I don't understand. Is it the 1 or the 99? My voice comes out a bit louder than I wanted, but he's fine with it. 99. When I finally thought of you this way, I realized that you have everything that I could ever want in a woman for my life. What is with the 1%? Is all I can say. I just simply cannot believe that this is happening to me. Well, I kept it up for God's sovereign will for my life. But as for my wishes, I'm good, he said, looking down sheepishly, but then into my eyes again. We just stared at each other for a bit. My cheeks were burning, and no matter how often I breathed in, there never seemed to be enough air in my lungs. Wow, I said in the end. I did not expect that, and we both laughed, but only for the sake of the other. No, I didn't mean to tell you till the summer, when you are back, but now that you asked, I didn't really want to lie. Of course you didn't, I assured him quickly. I'm just surprised, that's all. So what are we gonna do? Well, now that you're asking, it is pretty straightforward for me. Would you marry me? He did not want an answer then, but I would give him one tomorrow. The one thing I did give him, however, was a kiss. It felt wrong and wonderfully stirring at the same time. I never wanted to part from his lips, and the pain that I might never kiss them again was unbearable. The rest of the evening flew by quickly. We said goodbye in a happy, scared atmosphere, looking forward to what tomorrow will bring. Will you marry me? I hear him ask for the second time in 2 days. His face is pale, his eyes are sincere, the eyes of my best friend. And I have my answer, the one word that is about to change everything. No, I can't, I say. I just don't know. I prayed and asked God. I did not want to manipulate, not again. But he is silent and I don't know. I wish I could say yes. I really do wish I could, but I can't. I feel like my soul got caught up in a storm at sea. Aaron's face turned grey now. He's broken, he's hurt, his tears are falling. He's next to me. I would love to reach out and embrace him, but I don't have the right to. This storm is drifting him further and further away from me by the second. I was so sure, he says in a low voice. I don't understand. I know his pain. I know it well. 2 years ago it was me, in this very room, crying on the floor too, or at least in front of God. I was 18, used, broken, and burnt out. One could say I wasn't lucky with boys. Sex could only take my relationships so far. To the top, they say. In my case, that was it. Go to the top, and repeat. But there was nothing more beyond that. There was nothing more requested of me. Just make it to the top. And slowly, week by week, in a couple of years, I burnt out. The one person who never asked for sex was my last boyfriend. He was everything I ever dreamed of, but he broke up with me and left me broken. It was then, on the floor of my room, listening to a song on my cassette player, when God spoke to me in my mess. Alone in your room, I see your tears falling again. So let me hold you close. Here in my arms, you will find rest, and I will not forget the promises I made when you were just a baby. I am your father, and you will always be my very own. And here you will find me, waiting for you. I'm your father. Right then and there, I knew more than ever that he knows me. He knows my every minute. He can see through my darkest despair and find me there. I had nothing of value I could offer in return, just a weak promise. If you can take this hurt away, I said. If you can get me out of this miserable mess I got myself into, I will live my life for you, I vowed to him. From that moment on, day by day, week by week, that is what he did. He became my dad, and I became his daughter. He became my king, and I became his princess. Step by step, he guided me to better tomorrows. Don't awake love till it is not ready was his only instruction on the matter along the way. and I did not go near it. No more searching for love. When the time comes, it will find me. It will find me full of life, a life worth living, a life worth sharing. I started to chase after God with a newfound strength, got to discover His ways, and what I found was over and beyond all my dreams. All I wanted was more. One day, an American preacher prayed for me, and he started to speak about nations I will go to, countries I will see. And then he said, God will give you the love of your life. Yes, this is the phrase, he repeated, the love of your life. I had no doubt he would, and I had no intention to take things into my own hand. As they say, too many people take second best. I look at Aaron's face, and his pain pains me. I wish I could help him, but I can't. I wish I could save our special friendship a bit longer, but I cannot. From now on, it is no more. We both lose each other. Oh God, help me. It is too much to bear. Hide me under your wings. I need you right now. All of a sudden, peace washes through me. Peace I cannot understand, a presence that covers me, a peace that calms my soul in its raging storm. And here I am again, anchored in the everlasting love of my heavenly Dad. The pain is gone. The sadness of an Aaronless future was here a minute ago, but is nowhere to be found. My heart is strong. I do not fear the unknown. He holds my life. I am safe. As I look at Aaron's white, tear-swept face, I feel compassion for him. Oh Lord, do the same thing for Aaron as you did for me. Wipe his sorrow, cover him with peace, show him that it all will be well. In the middle of my inner monologue, God interrupts me. He is the love of your life, he says simply. His voice is so clear, it fills my entire body. It is impossible to miss it, but he says it again. He is the love of your life. Springs of joy emerge into this peaceful moment. I would like to thank him 1,000 ways for loving me this much, and thank him more for the plans that he has for me. I just never want to stop thanking him for his goodness to me. I look at Aaron again. He still looks absolutely miserable. I just look at him and can't help smiling. In my chest there is a fire that is warming me without burning. It feels so good. I never want it to end. And I don't think it will. I just can't stop smiling at him. Why are you smiling? He asked me with hurt in his voice. Oh my goodness, what shall I tell him? Blessed are those who are weeping because they will be comforted, which sounds just as strange to him as it does to me. Oh, come on, Krista, you can do better than this. Why are you smiling? He asks me again. He genuinely doesn't understand why I act the way I do. But how could he? I just have to tell him. Because I know that you are the love of my life. What do you mean? He's even more confused now. Because I know that you are the love of my life, I tell him again while looking into his eyes. He bows his head. I could swear he thinks I'm mocking him, but why would I? So would you marry me then? His voice is just a weak whisper now, as if he would talk to himself. Yes, I would. His head pops up. Really? He asks with a newfound hope. He still doesn't understand it, but right now he's not interested in the details. Yes, I will. His eyes are full of tears again, but with a different kind. In the next 5 days, we could not stop kissing. As my Christmas break came to an end, I had to fly back to England. This time, I did not cry on the plane. As I looked into my future, I saw my best friend in it on my side, my fiancé, my husband-to-be, the love of my life.